Well, Josie, our photographer here that took pictures of us today. Hi, Josie.
Hello.
She is the photographer for Couture Casanova Photography here on the east side of Chicago. So, Josie, tell us a little bit about your business. Like, what made you want to start your own business and do photography?
It's a long question to answer, actually. I just always loved taking pictures, and it's just something fun that I did on my spare time, honestly. And I have a lot of pictures of just me and my sisters just goofing around, honestly.
Yeah.
They're like my main models, actually. We have a lot of bad photos out there somewhere. I'll take them out one day. It was just always fun to do, and then later on I got more serious, I would say. Now the sessions are going to go serious right now. But, my grandmother was a big part of our family.
Okay.
So I would say looking at photos was probably one of the most important things we had. Mm-hmm. So I guess then I realized, okay, this is something that it's meaningful, I guess you could say.
Right.
So then it became like, okay, this is something I want to pass down to other families.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of like how it kind of like molded itself.
Okay.
But it wasn't until my son was born that I really took it serious because I just wanted to capture everything.
Okay.
Like if you're gonna become a mom, I don't know if you have a kid or not. I don't even know.
I do not.
You do not. I'm the only one here.
I mean, I have dog kids.
That's important. That's important too. I wanted to capture everything.
Yeah.
So to me, that was like one of the most important things I could give to him and my family. So I would say like around 6 months he was of age, and I just started that's all I wanted to do.
Right, just take pictures of him and capturing all the moments that would one day be a part of his life.
Exactly.
Like knowing that
History.
he was little and just growing up throughout
because they grow quick.
the years.
And not even kids, just like our families, they grow too, and we get older, and then that's just something for the next generation can look back on.
Absolutely.
Which is why I think prints are important.
Yes.
Digitals are great. I think that with technology now, it's like you can hold on to so many things, like so many photos. I mean, my computers are just filled to the brim with photos, but you have to print them because, I mean, there's just something about a physical print that just means something more. Like, when you're looking through photo albums and stuff.
Of course.
Phones are great. You scroll through, but it's not the same.
Personal
honestly.
pictures, I agree. Yes.
You need this.
Yes.
But yeah.
So what kind of sessions would you hold for a family or somebody who's interested in just holding onto memories?
Family photos, just like family sessions. That's what I do, like family packages probably. It just depends how old the kid is too. Like, a newborn, it's kind of like falls in the family section too because, you want to take pictures of the baby, you want to take pictures of the parents and the siblings. I mean, because, having a newborn is hard.
Right.
And I think that we need to just showcase that because, especially that first year. I do cake smashes too, if you're ever interested. So we have a cake, baby come eat it. Usually they eat it. They don't always eat it. They kind of just play around with it sometimes. But
so that's what it is, because I was just going to ask what is a cake smash.
First birthday cake smash. I do it for older kids too. I've done it for 30-year-olds. Like
I have seen those on your
30 whatever, driving, 40-year-olds to 50-year-olds, It's fun, you know what I mean? And I don't know, not everybody gets to make it to certain ages,
right,
sadly. But, that's why we should just celebrate as much as we can with photos, because I think photos are important. But,
Absolutely.
First year after you have a kid, as you guys don't know, the first year is the hardest. My husband's here too. He can attest to this. It's hard. You don't sleep. You barely eat. It's rough. So I think it's fun to celebrate that year. It's not just for the baby. It's for the parents.
Of course, yeah.
Like, hey, I made it the first year. I mean, barely, but you made it.
We're all alive still.
Show us some of your work here.
So this was I would say a newborn. He was a little bit older though. I think maybe 2 months.
That's really nice. Look at the colors in there.
So they wanted to do a Star Wars theme. We kind of like work together. So they'll tell me what they kind of want. They bring in some props. I have my own props. These specifically though, they brought these because I don't have Star Wars. So they brought them in. They're like, we want to do like Obi-Wan Kenobi, So then they brought this stuff. I'm like, I have a cool star backdrop.
Yeah.
So then we did that, and it was fun, and he did really good. He was so serious the whole time. And now I think he's probably 2 years old now. So this is like 2 years old.
Wow.
Time flies.
Yeah.
It does.
And this was another newborn actually. And this one, I don't always do photos like this with newborns because most times they're not sleeping.
Oh.
And some photographers do love the babies to sleep, but they could get them to sleep. I can't always do that, I'll be honest. It's hard, and it takes a lot of time. Newborn sessions can go up to 4 hours sometimes.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't gone beyond that, but I know other photographers who have. They're trying to get a specific setup, but sometimes the parents just don't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
But this case, he fell asleep. He knocked out. I was able to manipulate him a little bit more, and he just full set of hair too. And I think he's probably 1, 2 years old too now. So it's awesome. This is my dog.
Aww.
Krista kind of knows her.
It's Betty.
Betty. She actually just had babies.
Yeah.
We won't bring her out though. And this is my nephew actually. This is called a Fresh 48. So right after you have the baby, you're in the hospital usually for 2 days typically. And I'll go down there and I'll take more natural photos. Mm-hmm. So there's a difference between this and this. I think they're both, beautiful. But even this one, this is newborn too actually. But this one's more setup involved.
I get you. I see. You know what I mean? Right.
It's
so this was actually taken at the hospital?
Yep, at the hospital.
Okay.
So he was just a few hours old, probably. Wow. And this is my nephew, but I've done it for clients too. It's probably one of my favorite sessions because it's just natural. I mean, I know having a kid is rough. Yes. Okay. This is my son. This is a canvas actually.
Oh.
That I won. And this was actually just spontaneous. It wasn't really planned, honestly. I just took him to the park. I happened to have my camera because try to take it everywhere. It's kind of hard because it's heavy. But I took him down, and this was around springtime, and Calumet Park, which is not too far from me, they have some really pretty flowers usually, the trees.
Okay, yeah.
Don't last long though because usually in Chicago it's really windy.
Yeah.
Or it's raining in April, May, which it's snowing today, which is fun. So this day he kind of just played around with the flowers and everything, and I just snapped a photo of him.
That is a tremendous picture. That's one of my favorites there too.
Thank you. And he's 2 years old here probably?
Oh,
he's 9.
He was little.
Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, this was a long time ago. I keep wanting to go back, but honestly, each time I go, there hasn't been any flowers. So here's hoping this year it's different.
So what would you say is probably one of your harder types of sessions to do? Would it be with the kids? Would it be with adults not wanting to listen to you like we did?
I know, right? This is the worst. That's a hard one. But newborn is really difficult. I would say worth it, but difficult because it's a lot of... Basically, the baby is the star. So we're on baby's time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Babies need breaks. They need potty breaks, change their diapers, or they spit up all over, or they're crying, they're upset, you know what I mean? And then if there's siblings too, then it's a lot harder, especially depending on the ages.
Yeah.
I've had kids come in where the age groups are very close together, so 1 2-year-olds with a newborn. I don't even know how I get the picture sometimes because it's hard to get a 1 2-year-old to even lay down, let alone lay down, because what I usually do is I don't have them hold the baby because they're too young to do that.
Right.
I'll have them laying down, kind of hugging the baby. And that in itself is really difficult to do, actually. But sometimes we get it done. I don't have any pictures on me of that. But yeah, once in a while I would do that. Another hard one, I would say around 2 years old.
Okay.
Because 2-year-olds... Terrible twos, you remember
that? Terrible twos. I was just going to say that myself.
Which is a myth almost because it happens before 2 years old. It usually happens after 1. So I have clients that I've worked with for years. I've been doing this for 11 years, I think now. I'm not totally sure, but I think 11. They will come in all the time. I'll have them newborn first birthday, and then they'll come after that. And it's a really tough session. Parents will be stressed out. Be like, it's okay, we just work together. It's a lot of waiting on the kid. And then you have to be very patient, actually, to work with kids, I think, because, I don't know, you have to kind of have a child's mind. What's going to keep this kid's attention? You know, what's going to help them? Some kids who don't have special needs. So then you have to think about, okay, what are the things that trigger them? We want to stay away from those things. We want to do things to make them comfortable. So with those kids, usually the parents will let me know beforehand, and then we'll discuss, okay, what are the things that he likes or she likes, and then we'll try to stick to those things.
Right.
Can they have candy? If they can't have candy, can you bring in snacks? Or bring favorite toys? What's their favorite song? Take out the cell phones.
Yeah.
Don't give them the cell phone though, because once you give them the cell phone, that's it. They usually they want to hold it, they want to let it go. That's a tough session, but it's worth it when you get the pictures though. It's worth it because I'm able to show the parents, like, look, it was hard, but we did it. But I remember it being like fast. Okay, let's get this done. Let's hurry up. Your kid's crying. Oh well. Okay, got a crying picture. Okay, goodbye. You know what I mean? And then they kind of trick you with what comes with the packages. Like, oh yeah, it's cheap, but it's not cheap. It's like a lot more than you think it is.
Right.
Well, in other words, they try to upsell you.
Yeah, and I try to keep things really like concrete. Like, hey, this is what you're getting. This is what you have. You know, if you want to buy extra, cool. If you don't, that's fine. You know, a lot of my families, like, I work with different families that are either, you know, they're having financial difficulties or something. I try to work with them sometimes when I can. I mean, I am providing for my own family, but I understand, like, the struggle.
Right.
So, you know, we try to work together. You know what I mean? Like, if they're telling me I have a hard time and I've worked with you for years, I'm like, okay, what can I do to help you? Let me try to help. Or if I know a family, like, is, you know, they lost their home or something, I'll be like, hey, do you want to take photos? Like, I know maybe that's the last thing on your mind at the moment, but think about it, like, they lost everything. And it's like, okay, let's...
And they just have to start building more memories again if they've lost them.
Yeah, because just because we have bad times, there's still good times.
Also, it sounds like it takes a lot of patience to do what you do. It's not something that everybody can do.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. Like, I have my days, I'll be honest. My clients know, like, I try to be happy all the time. But, you know, I'm having a bad day sometimes. I'm like, no, let's just focus. Let's get through this. We'll, you know, work together. Afterwards, maybe I want to drink afterwards. But,
absolutely.
You know, that's fine. Today is one of those days. But, I don't know, it's fun. Like, I can look back and be like, okay, like, I did a good job. Right. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's hard and maybe a kid's, like, having, like, a rough time, it's not the kid's fault. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, some kids, like I said, they have, you know, they need more time. They need extra time. They need attention. They need, you know, it's just a million things, like, going on with any kid. So, to me, it's like, it's worth the hard work. And I've worked with kids for years before this, actually. I've done daycare, I've done summer camp, was going to become a teacher. That explains
your ability there. Yep.
Long story short, I was going to be a teacher, but my path changed, and then I wanted to work with kids in a different capacity, and photography kind of just happened that way. It wasn't, like, planned, honestly. So when it did happen, I was like, oh, like, I'm working with kids still, just
in a different way.
Differently, and that's okay. You know what I mean? We're all on different paths sometimes, so it's fun.
Yes. So what can you say would be any specials that you're running right now or in the future, or what people can look out for to maybe try and get something in with you?
So I do specials. They're called mini sessions. I'll do them like a few times a year. I don't know how many, maybe like 6 or 7 typically. Major holidays like Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day. That's the new one that's coming up. I have a few spots left. I think there's 3 or 2 actually, if you want to check that out. And, you know, shameless plug. So,
of course.
So I think there's 2 or 3 spots left. And what that is basically, like, I get a special backdrop. It won't be this one. This is Easter. And I actually bought, like, flower crowns for the moms and the kids. There's, like, little wreaths, too, for the boys if you want to put it in the boys' hair, too. And this one's more centered around moms, though. I hope the moms know that. I'm going to have to inform them. Because I think that with moms, like, we tend to focus on just the kids, typically. But we're important, too. You're a dog mom, you know how.
Of course.
So, you know, I think, you know, to have the moms dressed up nice and think about themselves for a little while, it's nice because we don't do that all the time. I'm guilty. So, that's the next one coming up. And then when it ever gets warm outside, I usually do, like, beach sessions.
Oh, okay.
Usually in Whiting, typically, because it's nicer over there.
Yes.
And we'll do, like, so the mini sessions run about, like, 20, 30 minutes. Usually up to 5 people, and then a theme. So different theme for different things. So beach is coming up after that, and then I'm probably gonna do, like, I don't know what I'm gonna call them yet at this moment, but I have a fairy swing. You know what a fairy swing is?
I think so.
It's like a big giant swing that you hang from a tree. It's all, like, full of flowers and leaves and stuff.
Oh,
and
okay.
Have the kids, parents sitting on it. It's really pretty. I've been wanting to do it for 2 years, but time it gets ahead of me. This year, though, this is the year. So that's coming up too. So just different things like throughout the year, and then after that, usually probably fall.
Okay.
So county line usually.
Yes.
Donuts.
Orchard. So where can our viewers go to see all of your work and maybe book sessions with you?
So you can go to my Facebook, which is Couture Casanova Photography. Instagram's the same thing, Couture Casanova Photography. Emailing is the same thing at gmail.com. I usually answer everyone pretty quickly. Give me 24 hours usually.
Yes.
And I have a website. I'm working on it right now, actually. That'll be couturecasanova.com.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
So hopefully soon.
Awesome. So everybody go find Josie, Couture Casanova Photography. She's right here on the east side. Come find her family pictures. Make sure you find her on Facebook. And that is it for this episode of South by Southeast.
And thank you so much, Josie.
Thank you.